poster, a missing Charmander poster, which ties into the anime.
Cool.
Machamp and Mankey fighting, which is a common thing because they're both two fighting types. Lickitung is in it as well. Posters and neon signs of Jigglypuff, Loudred, Psyduck, and Machamp. There's berry posters as well, which is a big thing in the game where you give Pokemon them to either eat them or hold them. There's a Pokemon daycare poster, and there's a rare candy poster.
I'm very curious if with this like live action thing, are they going to have like Nurse Joy and
I would imagine so, yeah.
Officer Jenny and stuff like that. That would be pretty
But yeah,
cool.
so all those little kind of Easter eggs there, they were spied by Mark's son Caleb. So a big shout out to Caleb
Nice one.
for noticing all those, because Caleb's Pokemon nut job. So like, you know the way we would be like with Doctor Who and Robot Wars and stuff?
Yes.
This is Caleb's domain. So massive shout out to him for that. Yeah, the trailer looks great. The poster looks fantastic. I can't wait for this. I never thought I'd see the day that we would get a live-action Pokemon movie. And Pikachu's voiced by Ryan Reynolds. What bizarre universe are we living in here? Am I dreaming?
I genuinely thought this was a joke. Do you know like that weird... What was that one was meant... I think it was a Crocodile Dundee one was meant... that I thought was like a real thing.
Dundee, that...
It wasn't. I thought this was...
breaking my heart. It's breaking my heart.
I thought this was like a ultimate troll, and I was like, wait, this is actually a thing? Oh, yes, I'm happy.
Yeah, so on followingnerd.com we've got a bunch of other bits and pieces and stuff. Like there's a new Glass trailer, teaser trailer that's come out, which is the sort of Unbreakable and Split kind of sequel thing.
Oh,
with
yes.
James McAvoy and Bruce Willis. And Samuel L. Jackson as well. This looks so good. That's out in January. I keep forgetting about it.
Yeah.
But it looks to be a lot of fun. What about yourself?
I've heard of this. I haven't seen any of these, but I've heard like people talk about how it's really, really good. So it's like, I'll sit down and actually like go in. I have a list. I have a list of things I have to watch, and it's on my list. But God knows when I'll actually get the chance to go down and watch it.
Yeah, so we're talking about Deadpool there, and this whole Once Upon a Deadpool shebang. So you know the way the whole gimmick with this is, it's PG-13 Deadpool. And obviously they're going to do it in a very sort of cheeky, sort of tongue-in-cheek kind of way. Yeah, well, guess what? So in America, rated PG-13. We've got some bad news for the UK fans.
Oh, okay.
It's getting a 15 rating.
What, here? What?
Thereby rendering the whole thing pointless, because the original cut of Deadpool 2 that came out in cinemas was a 15 rating in the UK. It got the same rating.
Oh my God. That's beautiful.
Oh God. So if you live in the UK, like we still sadly do, the family-friendly version is still rated 15, so you can't take the kids, because 15 is the same rating that Deadpool 2 was.
You know people are going to take them anyway.
That's literally all the story that there is on followingnerd.com. I think Mark was in disbelief when he wrote this.
I think he's frozen at the keyboard.
Much like I am at the minute. My God. Play a record. Play a record.
He's gone now.
What? All that work and it's still got the same rating. What is this madness?
Oh, beautiful.
Hey, I'm Nicholas Brendan. Sandra Harris from Buffy, and you are following the nerd.
Kia ora. I'm Tim Wood Morrison. I play Django Fett, and I'm following the nerd.
You know the way Disney and Marvel are starting this whole streaming service shebang, and they're going to have like a Loki show, and they're going to have like a Scarlet Witch and Vision show, and they're going to have, you know, Professor Jam and Dr. Marmalade off having
Mr.
adventures.
Mr.
Peanut Butter. No, it's a BoJack Horseman character. And, you know, like they're all going to go off and have mad adventures and trollop away into the sunset together. Right. We've got another one.
Right.
So, of all the Marvel characters out there, think of it, the pantheon of Marvel characters. Who do you think is going to get their Netflix streaming service style show next?
Now, is this a character that...
These are fairly big characters, yeah. So imagine along the lines of Scarlet Witch.
Who do we have first? Who do we have ready? Like already, we know with Loki.
Yeah, we've got Loki. We've got Falcon and Winter Soldier. They're getting a series.
Right. Do you know who I think?
Who?
I think it'll be Iron Man.
Wrong.
What?
Yeah.
I'm wrong.
You're wrong. So, another day, another Disney Marvel streaming rumour, as we're hearing now, that Rocket and Groot are going to get their own show.
I dig that.
On Disney+. So, according to that hashtag show, we'll be getting several shows, not just the Loki, Winter Soldier, Falcon, and Scarlet Witch shows, as Disney are prepared to set down some serious money to rule the streaming market. Move over Netflix and Amazon, there's a new boss in town. So the site reports, this one, however, is simply a fun rumour that we wanted to share. It's been told to us that among the series being pitched to Feige, which is Kevin Feige, the head of Marvel at the moment, is the one we might not have to wait until 2022 to see more Guardians of the Galaxy action. We've been told that a Rocket and Groot series may be in the works. So, the one stumbling block we see here is cost, as both characters are full CGI creations and they're voiced by Bradley Cooper and Vin Diesel, who are both big Hollywood stars, especially Cooper after the success of A Star is Born with Lady Gaga earlier this year. So, that said, we do know the other proposed shows are 8 to 10 episodes and not full 22 seasons like other shows, and on top of that, if anyone has the big bucks to spend here, it's Disney. So, what do you think? A Rocket and Groot series, you were saying you were digging it.
Really, of all these ones here, the other ones, no. This one, yes. Now, the one I'd love if they're going to do this is the adventures before they meet the Guardians. That's something I would like them to do.
Yeah, so it's like the two of them off, like how we met them at the start of the first Guardians movie.
Exactly, because I enjoyed their little chemistry with each other, and you could tell that they had a good friendship. I'd love to see that being...
I don't know, dude. I think this is overkill.
I don't think so.
See, I think characters like that are great because they work in small doses.
Well, think about it this way. Like Rocket and Groot, we've only seen them really in, yes, Guardians 1 and 2, and also Infinity
War, yeah.
But that's not a lot.
Yeah, but I think that works better, don't you?
Yeah, but...
I don't want this. I don't want a full Loki TV show.
No, I don't want that.
I don't want a full Scarlet Witch TV show, which is going to be pointless.
It doesn't make sense with Scarlet Witch, because, we know their storyline. We know their background already.
I don't even want a Winter Soldier and Falcon team-up series. No. It's just overkill.
As I said, with all these ones here, I would definitely be behind these two.
Surely won't this kill future cameo appearances in the Marvel movies?
No.
I think it will.
And
hear me out on this.
Okay.
Because, for example, Ant-Man. So you're sitting down to watch Ant-Man, and you're watching the origin story of how he becomes Ant-Man and breaking into places and stealing stuff. And then you get that Falcon cameo. And you're like, oh my god, it's Falcon! Said no one ever. But, you know what I mean? It was like oh my god, you're the guy that was hanging out with Captain America, and now you're in an Ant-Man movie. Yeah. Isn't this so cool? Imagine that after seeing the Falcon and Winter Soldier TV show.
With those characters I can see.
I get what you're coming from with Rocket and Groot, because again, there's a lot to explore there. I want that done as a movie, though. Like Rocket's origins and why he was ripped apart and put back together with cybernetic parts and stuff.
That, they could do that with the movie. They could go with the dark line, because that's basically going way back.
Yeah.
Where with this part, what I would love to see it is just their little adventures, not their back history and story, how they met.
So it's just them going off and stealing their stuff, how he stole the guy's eye that he ends up giving to Thor.
Where you can have the funny little TV show, but it doesn't destroy their presence in the movies. You can still go back and see this is how he became Rocket, and this is how they met and stuff. But just right in the middle, just have those little fun moments.
I don't know. I think things like this kind of kill my love for characters, because it's the same thing that happened to me with the likes of Gotham and now Titans and all as well, where it's yeah, it's great that we're getting this, but I like waiting for it. So
you like basically the mystery and
I like that.
No,
I think a Rocket and Groot TV show could be fun. And again, if it's only 10 episodes, that's great.
It's not dent. That's what I'm saying. It's not dent. Now, if it was upside like 26 episodes or something, yeah, that's stretching it.
Yeah.
That would be.
But surely what makes those characters work so well is because they're interacting with Gamora and Peter Quill and Drax.
Yeah.
To take that away from them. Imagine an entire series based on how they acted and how they got on with each other at the start of the first Guardians movie.
I'll be honest with you.
I imagine that, Bradley Cooper coming out with the one-liners and all you getting responses, I am Groot.
But that's also where you could think about it, where they're obviously going to be mixing other characters in with them. So, could you imagine they met the Ravagers? You'd have an episode where they met them and
we've seen that, though.
But, yeah, we have seen that, but, little cameos of different characters that we have seen in the Guardians Galaxy, but because there is characters that have made cameos really quickly, and I go, I really want to see more of it. Like with the Ravagers, I'd love to see more. Like, yes, in Guardians Galaxy 2.
Yeah, if it was up to you, you'd have your own Taserface spin-off show.
Oh, no, not Taserface. I'm glad he got blown up.
Taserface.
Like, do you know who I'd love to make a little appearance in that? That'd be so cool, Yondu.
Yeah.
I would love it to see Yondu again. If they had a Yondu series, I'd be all over that.
I don't know, I think it's
make
just because
happen.
I think it's just because I'm just so broken and miserable inside.
I will tell you one thing. So you had the same thing with the Harry Potter Fantastic Beasts.
With Fantastic Beasts,
and I said, let's go and enjoy it. If it's bad, yes, we can.
Yeah, but that's a movie. That's just 2.5 hours out of your life.
But
imagine if that was like a TV show.
As I say, if it was 26 episodes, that's ripping it. But if it's a small thing, I generally will say give it a chance. With the rest of them, no.
Yeah.
That's like, it would make more sense if you were trying to introduce new characters in the TV shows to put them into the movies. But to take the characters from the movies and put them in the TV shows, it doesn't work. Like, as I say, the one thing that works at the moment for me watching it is the Titans.
Yeah.
Because we haven't seen any of them appear in movies yet.
Well,
in the DC universe. But I mean, also with that as well, like, there's Marvel characters that I would love to see in it now. But
well, then again, one thing that makes me go nah over this is the Netflix shows.
I can understand, yeah, well, they've killed it.
They kind of ruined it for me in a sense that they're supposed to take place in the same universe as the movies. Same thing with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Mm-hmm.
There is no crossover there whatsoever.
No.
It feels like 2 completely different worlds. 3 completely different worlds.
But I think they've learned from that mistake. No,
I hope so. I hope things that happen in these shows, like in the Loki show or in the Scarlet Witch show or whatever, and God forbid, like the Rocket and Groot show, if they have some connotations or some knock-on effect to the movies.
Yes.
Even if it's something small and simple. And, I mean, we sort of got it with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Avengers Age of Ultron. Mm-hmm. Because in the TV show, they explain where they got that big flying ship thing from that saves them all at the end.
Yes.
Like and there's one sort of line that Samuel L. Jackson has in the movie where it's like, we pulled it out of mothballs. And it's like, yeah, like people that watch the TV show know what he's talking about, but to the generic cinema-going audience, they can just be like, oh, that's just a one line sort of explaining it away. Mm-hmm. Why they still have this big sort of helicarrier.
That's it.
Thing floating about. But wouldn't it be nice if, like, for example, like I said, so if Rocket and Groot are off having their madcap adventures, and you see how he gets the eye that he ends up giving to Thor in Infinity War, or just something like that, something that ties it neatly together. So, like, in the movies, they can have a scene where they go, oh, like that time where we did that. And then the TV show, you see them doing that.
Yeah. Like, there's one bit, I think it's in the second movie, where he makes the bomb. Like,
yeah,
stuff like that. Like, how did you make the bomb? Like, if they've done something like, oh, I've done this before. And it shows you doing that with the eye as well, like little bits. That would be really, really good. But I do think
why does Rocket like getting people's legs and prosthetic limbs and stuff?
Yeah. As with this, I think they have learned. I think they've learned from looking at the shows and going, they haven't done well. Because if you think of it, this is a desperate act, because with those shows they thought they were making things and it didn't go well. So they're thinking now, let's bring the characters that people know and love and put them into the shows. That will give more attention. No. Like, with Loki, we've seen Loki. We know his whole story. Like, what else can you do with that character?
I don't know. It'll be fascinating to find out, won't it?
No.
Apparently, Tom Hiddleston is front and center runner to play Loki in the TV show.
Right. So they're actually getting the actors to play it?
Yeah, because I could have sworn it was going to be like, it's the younger years of Loki growing up on Asgard. Him and Thor getting into random scrapes.
Like, I love the Sigmund and the Snake. If that would have been funny, if that actually happened.
Yeah, like silly different things like that would be fun.
But I don't know.
I don't know what's happened to me.
I'm behind with Groot and that, but the rest of them, they're not appealing to me.
Anytime I hear something like this, I'm just like, it's going to be another thing that I'm just not going to watch. I'm going to be like, oh, yeah, it's great, I'll add that to the list. Never watch it.
Give it to me and I'll let you know.
All right, yeah. Sure, that's your job on this show. Like, you don't do anything. Like, you just sit around building robots and watching TV shows all week. So you're perfect to win this show.
Best job. I'll look at it first, and if it passes my approval, I'll let you know.
Yeah. Whereas with me, it takes a lot to sort of give me energy to cope with my life.
I'm still trying to convince you to watch Venom.